Hey guys, how's everyone? Give me a second. Gonna bring up my desktop. We'll talk. We'll do some breath work. We'll see what else everyone wants to do. If anyone shows up Saturday, we have options. That's me talking in the background. Hey Michael. Michael, how are you? I don't know if Michael's still here. He might have left a reply, which I appreciate coming into someone saying hi. And
Brian Reynolds here from Mint Mobile.
sorry, guys. Um, having someone hit that like button. Hey Jessica. Jessica, I just got a message that Skits is live. Skits is still alive. And I know you like supporting Skits, which I appreciate. So if you want, you and I can do breath work right now. And then if you want to head over and keep Skits, hang out with Skits, that's fine with me. But I'll be live later. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people, honestly, I don't mind if you skip my live stream. I'm not in competition. I don't think anyone's in competition with me. Man, they're in trouble if they're in competition with me because they can do better, right? Hey, Anna. Oh, Jessica says she just came from there. So, yeah, it makes no sense. YouTube is so big, so huge. So anyway, I like to accommodate because I just like to. I feel better when I do. I feel horrible when it feels like I am in direct contradiction, not just with others, but with myself, with my core values. Jessica says, I left without saying goodbye. Let me know. We can do breath work. We can do it right now if you want to head back over. Here's the thing with my channel. I would much rather someone spend 1 minute here and feel good when they leave than spend an hour here and not have it be of any value. I'm sorry, Jessica. If you think breath work and meditation will help, let me know. What did we do this morning? We did 4-4 this morning. Seems so long ago. It was so long ago for me. I'm already in the shifting downward trend of my day. It's the thing with getting up 2ish. However, thank you to Kat. Now, of course, I always advocate Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is a very valuable tool. I am in process of, I don't know if I'm ever going to finish my certification in Yoga Nidra. However, I am finishing my 300 yoga hour certification, upgrade from my 200, my present 200, and that includes a section on Yoga Nidra. I don't know if you need to be certified. I do like having the information, and I've done actually 2 certification classes. I've just never taken the exams. I don't like exams. All right, Jessica says that's why I'm here. All right, we have Anna and we have Jessica. You guys and Kat and a few others are my core breathwork people. So let's do breathwork now. Are you in, Anna? I know Kat is busy and busy and busy. She's in the background. I don't know if she has a moment to do as she's listening, not when she's driving. But if she's got a moment to listen, maybe it'll give her like a little calming energy. Jessica says, I'm just not okay today. I'm trying, but it's not working. Hey, can I mention something, Jessica? The harder we try to have a better day, the more stress we put on ourselves. We start judging ourselves. I need to be having a better day. I should be having a better day. There's no need and there's no should. There's just what's present. After we do the breath work, we'll do a little meditation. And maybe we'll clarify that. Let me bring up the meditation that I want to do. All right. And Anna says she's ready. Hey, Carl. Carl says, hey, Yogi. Slovenia lost in the volleyball match today. I'm sorry. So we didn't reach the final. But hopefully we'll get the bronze medal if we win in the next match. Good luck. Keep me posted. All right. Hey, Sniper. Glad you had a good day. All right. Let's close our eyes, guys. For those participating. For those who aren't, I'll be back in the chat in about 5 to 10 minutes. We might extend this one a little bit longer. If you could close your eyes. Bring a very gentle focus to the breath. Notice where you're breathing. Where is your breath located in your body right now? Do you feel it primarily up in the chest? Do you feel it down in your belly? Wherever you feel it now is absolutely fine. Just notice. And as we notice, just the power of noticing, things begin to relax. Just by noticing. We're going to enter a little bit of a subtle shift. We're going to bring our attention to breathing in through the nose. Just that. Breathe in through the nose. Don't worry about how the exhalation takes place. Exhalation always takes place completely on its own. Breathe in through the nose. Notice the air passing in as you breathe in. Notice the belly rising. With that same awareness, bring your focus to exhaling through the nose. In through the nose and exhale through the nose. Your belly rising with the in-breath and falling with the out-breath. On every out-breath, your body gets progressively more relaxed. A quick travel through the body. Just notice the top of your head. Notice your eyes. Very gentle focus to the jaw. Center of the throat. Your shoulders relaxed. Bring a focus to the center of your chest. We're just traveling through the body. Focus to your belly, your hips. Bring that awareness to your knees, your ankles, your toes. Back to the heart center. Just rest here for a moment. Bring that awareness to your thumbs, to your wrist, to your elbows, and once more to the heart center, completely relaxed. We're going to do the 4-7-8 breath, breathing in for a count of 4, holding for 7, exhaling with a whoosh through the mouth for a count of 8. The tongue is placed on the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We'll begin after my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a soft whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I apologize. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gentle whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let the breath go. Relaxed. Allowing it to settle in its own natural rhythm. Nothing hurried, nothing rushed. The mind's relaxed, the body's relaxed. What we're going to do is a RAIN meditation. RAIN is an acronym for Recognize, Allow, Investigate, and Nurture. Recognize how you feel right now without any changes. Just recognize. Recognize. Very gentle awareness. Nothing needs to change in the recognition of something. And in that, it allows us to relax. So we're allowing the second letter of the acronym. We are allowing what's present to be present without active resistance and just noticing it. The third acronym, I, investigate. Just investigate where you feel something. What part of the body? What kind of thought? Just investigate very gently. And if there's any resistance, go back to allowing. Go back to recognizing. Everything's relaxed. Nothing is forced. And the last letter in the acronym of RAIN is nurture. As you experience what you experience through the lens of allowance and recognition, nurture yourself. Or in the absence of that, listen to my words and know that you're nurtured, that I love you, that I wish you happiness and joy, that I wish you relaxation, responsiveness. And once more, I wish you love. Rest in that. Rest in knowing that you made a choice to be here to do breath work, to meditate, and to be loved. And just sit there as long as you feel the need to, as long as you want to. And when you're ready, open your eyes. One big deep breath through the nose and a sigh through the mouth. And I'll see you back in the conversation. Love you. Michael, how are you? I know I missed. Who did I miss? I apologize. Michael, nice to see you. Darren, sorry I missed you when you came in. I apologize. I am well. How are you? Stephen says I shouldn't be texting and breathing, but it's my daily 478, and I find sometimes I do it without thinking during the day. Got you. Hey, Shirley. How are you, my friend? Shirley, I can't tell you how happy Toy Pups was to sing that song for you last night. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. You're welcome. Jessica says, thank you, Eric. You're welcome too. Jessica, if you can't hang out but you want to stop back, we'll end the live stream with that physiological sigh that we do. We'll do 3 more rounds of breath work. The secret. So that's called the rain. That we recognize, we allow, we investigate, and we nurture. Sometimes it's hard for us to nurture ourselves, so it helps to have a guide. And I'm happy to help introduce some nurturing thoughts. I need it myself from time to time. I can't always be my own best self nurturer, although I'm better at it than I used to be. Oh yeah, hey Hunter, how are you, my friend? If you're still here, it's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping in. I always appreciate you stopping in. Been enjoying your shorts. Julie says, I'm so glad that Toy Pups loved the lyrics of the song. She did a great job. She did. She really did. It's funny because you had asked. Pups. Sorry, I think I blinked out for a second, but I'm back. And it says, I feel relaxed and at peace now, Yogi. Awesome, Hannah. So you can do that rain meditation. It can be a formal meditation or it can be an instant meditation. When you're experiencing something and it is unsettling or off putting or whatever, most especially if it's something that we don't feel, where we're not feeling comfortable right now. Recognize it. It's the important thing. By recognizing, again, it doesn't mean analyze it. Just mean recognize. I am feeling this right now. And allow. Sometimes recognizing, this is rather seamless, by the way. Recognizing and allowing can be the same thing. Hey, Kat. And it says, I could feel a bit of anxiety in the heart area before, but it's gone. So I hope you guys can remember that RAIN acronym. Recognize, allow, investigate, nurture. It's a Buddhist practice and Buddhist meditation. So it says, just unloading my van, I've got my ears open. Yep. So we just think RAIN, an acronym. And it works for everything. Just by recognizing, sometimes we start feeling better. Just by investigating, sometimes we start feeling better. Honestly, recognizing and allowing, game changers for me. Because most likely when we experience something, um, tension, stress, anxiety, or even if it's unnamed, we offer some kind of resistance. I don't want to feel this, not this again, anything but this. But when we find that we just allow it, it doesn't need to change. But through the presence of allowance itself, everything starts to change. In yoga, the key to yogic psychology, everything changes through the lens of awareness. So, yoga is the practice of gaining awareness. Truth is, awareness isn't gained and it's never lost, but there are clouds of thinking, clouds of thoughts, clouds of bodily tension that can obscure our awareness, seemingly obscure. And it's this had a cat and had Darren. You still with us, Darren? Apologize, I couldn't say hi when you first came in. Sometimes in the course of doing that rain meditation, we might not be able to do all four of them. We might start with recognizing and unable to allow, unable to investigate, unable to nurture. Or maybe we can recognize and nurture, but we're not right at that point. Nothing is forced. The key word is allow. If you're forcing it in any way, if you're forcing anything, if you're forcing breath work, if you're forcing to feel better, did I miss? Oh, hey, Josh. Josh, I forgot you came in. I apologize, my friend. Josh said he went to therapy today. How was therapy? And it says everything changes in the lens of awareness. Awareness just brings us instantly to the present moment. And what's occurring in the present moment? If we do the third letter, investigate, we find so much of our attention, so much of our anxiety is based upon a thought of the past or a projection into the future, but it has little to do with the moment where we find ourselves, just here and now. Uh, Great teacher, won't be surprised to know, but he passed away at the age of 95. Facebook friend of mine, Bob Admonson, Silla Bob Admonson. We called him Silla Bob. Hey, Carl. Carl says, how you doing today? Carl, I'm doing pretty good. How about you, besides the volleyball? Um, he wrote a book. Actually, it was a collection of his writings, his sayings, put together by another friend of mine. Um, and its title is What's Wrong with Right Now If You Don't Think About It? What's wrong with right now if you didn't think about it? If you just experienced right now without adding thoughts. What's wrong with right now? Carl Staffen says, same, I'm just chilling. When's the next match? Hey, Carl, what do you like better? Volleyball or football? And you know what football I'm talking about. I'm talking about the only football. Carl says, tomorrow? So tonight, who knows? Maybe we'll do some more singing tonight. Carl says, oh, definitely volleyball. Interesting. What is it about volleyball that you enjoy so much, Carl? Let's see. Flippy? Felipe, am I saying that right? I apologize if I'm not. Says there's only right now. You're absolutely right about that. Our thoughts can definitely tell us there's the next moment and the next moment, there's the previous moment. But thoughts are just representation of a very, very slim sliver of our perception of reality, not reality itself. My thought about a desk is not a desk. Flappy? Flappy. I'll keep stumbling around until I find something that works. Anna says hi. Hey Shirley, how's your weekend going? So the truth is why awareness brings us to the present moment is because there's only the present moment, and awareness always has to take place in the present moment. For me to be aware of this deck of cards, you guys know where these cards came from. For me to be aware of them, I can't be aware of them yesterday. I can't be aware of them tomorrow. I can only be aware of these cards right now. Guess what? We are always aware. Now, my attention is different. My attention is a focus. It's a laser-like focus, hopefully. So I can bring my attention to these cards. However, my awareness is all-encompassing. I am aware behind. I am aware in front. I'm aware up. I'm aware down, left, right. There's no distinctions. I'm just aware. That's who we are. Let's see. Felipe says just made up name. I know, but I even like making up. I even like pronouncing made up names as correctly as I'm able. 11 likes. Thanks, guys. I haven't even liked it yet. Shirley says Nick is crabby today, and we're not sure why, so it's been interesting. Anything to do to make him feel better? Maybe a walk? I am not a philosopher, just a yogi. This guy that's been practicing yoga forever. Not very good at it, so I keep practicing. I do also, I'm a student slash demonstrator, I hope, of Course Miracles, which is a psycho spiritual system teaching. Hey, Roll Call's Cabin, how are you? Roll Call says, I'm number 12. Hope you're having a good day, Eric. I am. I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Stitch. Stitch, how are you? A good friend, Stitch. Hey, Stitch. Duncan was in 2 or 3 days ago, and he asked me, whenever you pop in, if you could give just a brief, quick update on how your eating and your training is going, so that way, whenever he pops in, I can give him an update because you guys haven't been able to cross paths. Let's see. Anna says hi to Stitch. He says hi back. Anna says hi to Rose Skull's Cabin. And Stitch says, I'm amazing. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Carl says he's not a philosopher, but he's Batman. Man, I don't know if I deserve to be given the Batman title. Batman spent his entire life training to be Batman. Can you imagine just some guy who stumbled upon the Batcave and said, hey, I'm going to call myself Batman? Girl's Call says hi to Anna. I find that when I'm feeling crabby, getting outside in nature, even for a brief walk, I'm always better for it. I always feel better when I come back in. Dogs. I'm never in a bad mood around a dog. I'm often in a bad mood around my cats. My poor cats. They take the brunt. I'm about 98% of the time I'm joking when I say something like that. Um, Girls Call says, I'm in nature right now. What are you doing? You fishing? Guys, you know how much I care about having beavers in my neighborhood pond. I think my homeowners association, which I don't like having, um, might have removed. They would have done it humanely, but still, they might have removed. They got fed up with a couple of trees coming down, which is what beavers do. One tree comes down, plant two to take its place. And it says, dogs love us with unconditional love, always. You're right about that. Now, Eckhart Tolle said he has known 3 Zen masters in his life, and all 3 of them have been cats. So if cats are Zen masters, then dogs would be Bodhisattvas, a favorite word that I mispronounce all the time. Bodhisattva is someone who foregoes the end result of enlightenment, reaching nirvana, so that they can continuously come back and help everyone else awaken. What do you feel that dogs are? They just keep recycling back, purposely so, in order to keep giving, as Anna said, unconditional love and forgiveness. My little blind dog Toby, no longer with me. One second. Abigail, I'm sorry, and Stitch says, my diet, I'm mad, my cousin mad. What's going on with your cousin? Oh, yeah, your cabin. Awesome. Stitch says, workout, I choose a friend or a family member to do it with me. Nice. Anna says, it's very nice. Girls Call Cabin. So my dog, Toby, little Skipperkey, went blind in his later years. He hadn't lived with me for quite some time. When I got divorced, the dog stayed with my ex-wife, who lived right down the street. So every day I went down there and I walked the dogs 3, 4 times a day. I went down to feed them each time to make sure they knew they were my dogs, always my dogs. I would go over there just to sit on the floor with them, to play with them. And then my ex moved farther away, and I didn't see them hardly ever, which was hard. But after my father died, no, sorry, after my father's dog died, um, I thought, you know what? My one dog, Mandy, my corgi, passed away too. Mugga brought Toby over, and it was only going to be for, I think, 3 days. She was going somewhere, and it ended up Toby staying his final days. And he was blind, didn't get around as well. However, he was also deaf, but he knew when it was time, when my dad wanted a cookie to take his evening medication, he would show up and sit at the foot of the wheelchair looking at my dad. Um, and they would share cookies and conversation. Anyway, my little blind dog Toby always had full expectation that I would have every single door open for him so he wouldn't walk into it. Full confidence. And on those very rare occasions when I didn't meet his expectations and a door was closed and he would hit it, instantly forgive me. That's love. Let's see. I will pass that on, Stitch. Stitch says, my cousin is mad at me because I am on the diet. and she hates when I hate my body. I can understand that. You know, you help yourself by loving your body, even if you don't like how it appears right now. That you never want to punish yourself for how you look, you never want to punish yourself for how you feel, for how you think, for anything. We make it easier to get where we'd like to be by loving ourselves through what's occurring right now. Anna says, when I see an old dog, I get emotional. Me too. Anna, when I was just telling that story, I was getting emotional. That story was almost a little too much for me because it contained news of my dog Mandy, news of my dog Toby, his final days, and news of my father, as well as my divorce. But it's also why I can't help but smile, thinking of Toby, thinking of Mandy, thinking of my father. Bittersweet. So it makes it a whole lot easier, Stitch, to love yourself when you're dieting, love the food that you're eating, love the motion of your exercise. Uh, Roll call says, an animal loves just like no other. I agree. Nothing attached to it. Several years ago, man, probably over a decade now, there was a goose that had passed away. You know, geese mate for life. Its mate. It was so sad. Um, hey, Kayla. The deceased goose's mate just circled around, a very mournful honking. I hope all is well with you too, Kayla. Everyone says hey to Kayla. Kayla is an epic live streamer, guys. When I was trying to get monetized, I would do longer live streams. Um, Sometimes like 3 hours, occasionally even a 4 hour, I believe. And Kayla was an inspiration. I mean, she'll do 9, 10, 11 hour live streams. Hey, Kayla, what's your longest live stream ever? But she's always on point. Anytime I pop in, Kayla is so interactive. Anna says, good afternoon to Kayla. I know Toy Pups has done some epically long live streams. Masha, Mayhem and Miracles, no problem doing 4 to 5, 6 hours. So, Stitch, you having a good weekend? I hope everyone reaches out and subscribes to Kayla if you're not already. Is anyone here friends with Mom Dog? Mom Dog 72? She's live right now. Once we hit an hour, and I'm not exactly sure how long I've been live streaming because I blinked out for a second. Probably 20 minutes left. I'll head over to Mom Dog. Man, I popped in last weekend and was greeted like a long lost family member, greeted like a celebrity. Like, man, what a great feeling to know someone appreciates you being there. Um, I love when things like that happen because it makes me want so much to present the same. That whenever someone comes in, I want them to feel recognized and appreciated instantly, right off the bat. Sometimes, of course, it's not as easy if I'm doing breath work or meditation, uh, or if the chat's super busy, I might miss something. But whenever able, and honestly, we're almost always able. I hope everyone, hope your August is off to a good start. We are last month of summer. I talk about this every season change. Meteorologically, autumn starts the beginning of September, September 1st, because meteorologists go by trends. Now, of course, astronomically and according to astronomically and according to the Gregorian calendar, we go by the equinox or the solstice. Hey, Miss Flipper, how are you? Miss Flipper, I was talking about you this morning. I was talking about you to our friend Toy Pups. What's new with you? Hey, Miss Flipper, I haven't really had a chance to catch up with you. How was your how was the whole trip to the US? Miss Flipper says neato. Indeed. Miss Flipper and Anna were present for the very fun uh, pulling a card, courtesy of Solstice. Couldn't have not, could have not, couldn't have done that without her. She was the knowledge behind it. I was just the mechanics. Miss Pippa says, trip was better than anticipated. Thanks. How did the states feel after an absence? I think as well. Um, I know when I came on, Skits was live. I don't know if he's still live. Hey, Signature. Signature, have you found out anything more uh, about being able to reapply to get monetized? Miss Pippa says, I feel like the states are kind of in a shock. I can understand that. Roscoe says, Miss Pippa, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, Roscoe, how long are you at your cabin? I'm just going to cruise through YouTube real quick and see if anyone else is live. Our friend Mary's Gigs. I don't see her live, but she just uploaded a video. Little Snowy Egret and Noisy Galls. Natural Life with Althea, it's a friend of ours, is live. Don't see anything from Skits, but that doesn't mean he's not live. Our friend Serving My Redeemer uploaded something. I haven't seen much from him lately. He hasn't been on the live stream for a while. I think Skeeter was live about an hour ago. Rocco says, just for the weekend, I'm hoping to homestead soon. That would be awesome. Miss River says, Rocco's Cabin is such a funny name. Once I was in a very strange situation due to a enforced roll call. Interesting. Hey, Gate Smasher says, good to see you. Positive vibe sense. Appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. We're just going to be live for a few more minutes. I may or may not make an hour. However, we'll be live again at 5:25, and as mentioned, depending if anyone wants, they can come up and they can sing. I sort of figured that we'd the last couple weekends we just extend it all through the weekend, Friday night, Friday afternoon too, and then through the weekend. The only time we really won't do it is the morning sessions. Miss Flipper says, my father used to roll call when we five kids re-entered the van. Once my brother answered for me while I was still in the gas station. Uh-oh. That's not good. How long did you have to wait in the gas station before that was figured out? How long was it before your brother fessed up? And did your brother get in trouble for that? Long story short, I got left at a gas station for a few hours. Man, your brother didn't say something immediately? That's funny and disturbing at the same time. Does your brother have a different recollection of that story? This is well before the man, that's scary. That must have been scary for your father. That was well before the cell phone days, guys. Miss Pippa says, nicest people at the gas station, however. They said I could eat all the candy bars and drink all the soda pops I wanted. So you how many did you drink? And you had no idea that your brother did that. Rose calls smiling with Miss Flipper. Says Brocall is just my name shortened up. That turned out nicely though. Hey Daisy. Daisy Mays here, Sai Yogi. Hi everyone. Daisy, how are you? Daisy, I was just searching around to see who was live. Are you going live anytime soon? Anna says hi to Daisy. Did he get punished? Did he get in trouble? Miss Flipper says, I didn't know he answered for me until they eventually retrieved me. Rocco says, did he kind of had a good time then, Miss Flipper? Daisy says soon. Yes, nice. I'll be on the lookout for you, Daisy. Anna says hi to Gate Smasher. Gate Smasher. So does Daisy. What's on the agenda for the live stream, Daisy? Are you going to do a game? Miss Pippa says it was weird. I still remember how the air felt, the hum of Georgia jungle. Flippy says, do nothing and everything will be done. I just quoted that yesterday. Course in Miracles has a similar saying, I need do nothing. Reinhardt says, what's up, big brother? Hey, Reinhardt, how are you? Hey, I really appreciate you being there for the workouts. It means a lot. Carl says, oh, by the way, you mentioned before that you played volleyball. I was wondering what position did you play? Did I mention that I played volleyball? I have played volleyball, but it doesn't mean I played volleyball. Do you know what I mean? By saying that I played volleyball means that I was drunk at a party, and you know, playing volleyball versus played volleyball, which means you're pretty serious what you're doing. So if being drunk at a party qualifies me for anything, Lord knows what I could be qualified for. That was a former yogi way long ago. Daisy's laughing. She had said races. Reinhardt says, what's up, my friends? Says hi to Daisy. Carl's laughing. Reinhardt says, no problem. It's super early, too, because I live in Vegas, but I always support you. I appreciate that so much. I had a friend that lived in Vegas for a bit. Carl says, makes sense. Now, my high school was girls state champs. This is back in the early 80s. Kat says, way back ago. I was hoping you were still here. Daisy says, we have racing today. What kind of racing are we going to do? If it comes down to any race, my money's on Daisy May. Both Kelly Daisy May and Puppy Daisy May. They're going to run all the races. Daisy says, hi, Kat. Good to see you. Reinhardt sends some love to Kat. I don't know how I ever stumbled upon that expression way back ago, but it comes pretty easily now. Ducks. That's Santa's leprechauns. It's hilarious. All right, hey guys. In just a little bit, Daisy May is going to be live streaming. What did you say? Did you say in an hour? And duck racing. Santa's leprechauns. I love ducks. I love absolutely everything about ducks. I was saying Eckhart Tolle's quote about the Zen masters that he's known, and they've all been cats. For me, ducks. Ducks are Zen masters. Or maybe they're more yogis. Zen masters to me sort of display a cool, unattached. So I can see it with cats. Ducks don't seem as ducks allow themselves to be vulnerable. I'm very protective about ducks. We have local hawks, eagles, owls, ospreys, who in the springtime like nothing more than trying to get a duckling for dinner. They don't mess with the geese. No one messes with the geese. I inadvertently messed with a goose springtime and paid the price of a strained glute muscle, which impeded my workouts, my walking, my running for several days. I'm not saying that I ran away in fright from a goose. I'm not saying that. If you had saw it, someone might have drawn that conclusion. That doesn't mean that inwardly I was frightened. Just meant that I was hurrying away from the present situation in a very dignified yogic fashion. Someone who doesn't know the ways of a yogi might say, well, he looked pretty frightened. He was moving pretty quick. It's because you can't judge a yogi by outward situations, but only by the inner calm that they display in every situation. So inwardly, it was calm and cool. I had my Zen going. I'm going to stand by that. Carl says, dude, I figured you were a volleyball pro too. So I was dropping some fresh volleyball updates on you. My bad. That's okay. I enjoy your volleyball updates. I like watching it. And Carl, I appreciate you. So I love your enthusiasm. Keep coming. Keep coming with the volleyball updates. Do I look like I'm tall enough to be good at volleyball? Miss Pepper says, here we'll have a day in spring with like 20 ducklings. Then the next day they're gone, eaten. Yeah. We probably had maybe a dozen. And by the end, there was 4. Sad. I do my best to protect them. I know everything has to eat, right? I'm attuned to the ways of nature, but they don't have to eat ducks and they don't have to eat them on my watch. Bottom line. Hey, guys. Guys says, hey, Eric, big love to you, my friend. Hope you're well, my good friend. Thanks. Carl says, sure. Is dart throwing a sport? That's a good question. What's the difference between a sport and an activity? Is takes an awful lot of concentration to be a good dart player. I played darts quite consistently. Another thing, when I was drunk, um, but I was never very good. But my brother was pretty good, and one of my best friends, Steve, was an expert. He had played in a dart league, and man, he was good. I was on lines of towing up to the strip and saying, "Man, I'd really like to hit a 20," and then hitting a 16 and saying, "I'll take it." He was on the line that said, um, 2 triple 20s and a double 18 because he had the score all figured out and what he needed, and then he would hit all 3 and then walk away. It pretty much tells you everything you need to know about me. I'd like to get something. If I don't quite get it, I'm happy. Roscoe says, yes, Miss Ripper, there is a professional sport of it. But seriously, wouldn't it be a better sport if there was some sort of full contact dart playing, speed dart playing, uh, tuck and jump dart playing, aerial uh, dart playing? I might be out of dart playing scenarios. So name me another one. How can we improve dart playing? Dueling dart playing? Dart is a massive sport here in the UK. Pearl says, how could you even play darts while being drunk? That's impressive. Not if you saw me play. It's not impressive if you did not. Blindfolded darts. Now we're talking. Thank you, Medic. Medic just in time for the win. I've come to inspect the basement to ensure it meets current health and safety standards. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Underwater darts. I like that one. Now we're cooking. Upside down dart playing. There you go. Well, that might fit under the gymnastics dart playing. We could say the same with golf. Wouldn't full contact golf be a much more interesting sport? Combining the best of MMA and golf with darts. How about a mixed competition? We have an MMA fighter, professional golfer, and a dart player. Only one can leave the course. Now, when you say actual football, you're talking your football, the actual football. Yes, I have. And again, not very, again, not very well. I live in an area where it's pretty big. Football, real football, actual football, is pretty big here. Yes, we call it soccer, and almost every kid has played it for at least a season or two. I also played high school American football. Not very well. You might be asking yourself, so exactly what did Yogi do very well? It's a good question. He's a pretty good wrestler. He's pretty good martial arts. I competed fairly frequently in martial arts for a bit. I was a middle of the road powerlifter. I was a pretty good kettlebell sport practitioner, and I was a very happy ultra marathon runner. I actually won my age group quite a bit. I came in, especially 24-hour races, especially 24-hour races in bad conditions. I would generally come in top 10, sometimes top 5, and win my age group. Indoor fishing. Indoor fishing. So would we be indoor and the fish be outdoors? Casting through a window? Can I do it sitting down? Can you do any sport besides race car driving? And is race car driving a sport or an activity? And how can you make it better? How about equipping your race car with some sort of short-term missile capability? Medic says, or a golf ball the size of a basketball trying to get in the hole? Golf ball the size of a basketball trying to get it in the hole. So would we keep the hole the same? How about combining golf and basketball? Yes, I did attempt to play basketball, not very well. One of my best friends is a ex-professional basketball player, Harry Young, and his brother Barry Young. Barry was a better collegiate player, but he never made it to the pros. Underwater rugby is actually a thing, is it? It must be a very short game. How long can these people hold their breath? Daisy says, got to head out. Yogi, take care, my friend. Thanks, Daisy. Daisy, I'm going to go by and check out the ducks in a little bit. Medic says, I played underwater hockey at my local scuba diving club. Oh, all right, now that I can see because you got scuba stuff. You can't hit this stuff very hard, can you? Hey, Chef Mary, thanks for hitting the like. I appreciate that. We're going to shut things down in a minute, too. Remember, Daisy May is doing duck racing on her channel in probably just a few minutes. Gaz says, I love these chats and thoughts. Great stuff, thinking out of the box. With the right people, guys, we totally obliterate the box. We not only think out of the box, but we've left the box so far behind, we're all like shrugging our shoulders saying, what box? And then as we're saying, what box? someone like UK Medic shows up and he says, "Here's the box and see if you can get the basketball in it," as I move around in my scuba gear underwater 20 feet. That's how far away from the box we actually are. Oh, well. Miss Pippa says, I was on MD state champion basketball team. What high school? Thank you, Chef Mary. Chef Mary says, hi, all my friends. Love you. Love you too, Chef Mary. Says, hi, hosts and on. I appreciate that. Combine darts with javelin throwing. I like that. I can actually visualize that. Do you know what the state sport of my state is? Give you a hint, because it was inspired by what Medic just said. Thank you, Daisy. We just got a floating heart. Pyle Junior High. I've not heard of that. Thank you. Thank you again, Chef Mary. Chef Mary says, my new video, please support. You got it, my friend. Always happy to support you. Always happy to support anyone who comes in and asks, even if you don't ask. Hey, Jessica. Carl says, take care, brother. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you, my friend. Bethesda. I can't even afford to drive through Bethesda these days. Way back in the day, and you probably remember, Bethesda, Gaithersburg, Rockville, they were all, Gaithersburg was a farming community. Now it's one of the most expensive places to live in the United States. We got some happy poop. Thanks, Daisy. Medic says, I just uploaded 3 videos. If you like paddle swimmer and history. Thanks, Medic. I will be over there. Guys, make sure you subscribe and hang out with UK Medic, as well as Mary. Medic, as you'll hear me mention often, is, in my opinion, the best editor with the best music selection. Let's just say videographer. Is that an actual expression? On YouTube. Everything is so professionally done. It's amazing. How are you, Lady Sky? Javelarts. That is like the perfect term. It makes me want to come out of retirement and try out for the Javelart team. So the state sport of Maryland is jousting. Back in high school, I wanted to try out for the jousting team before I realized there's no such thing as a jousting team. No one jousts. You don't say, what are you going to do this weekend? So we are going out with the family. We're going to do some jousting. I'm going to take a very heavy lance and get on a horse and try to pierce someone's chest. Jousting. What a ridiculous state sport. It's embarrassing. Should be lacrosse. Everyone loves lacrosse in Maryland. When was the last time, guys, you went out and jousted? A good old Sunday afternoon jousting with friends and family. Yeah, we're going to joust and barbecue this weekend. If you guys want to come on over, bring your lance, bring your horse, by the way. Lady Sky says, I'm doing good, Eric and Cardi. How are you? I'm doing good. Slightly ridiculous, but good. Medic says, one particular channel which we did. Medic, I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. Jessica says, I feel a little better. Hey, Jessica, I'm going to end the live stream in a minute. Do you want to do the physiological sigh for 3 rounds? We'll end the live stream on a very relaxing note. And then if you want, you guys can come on over and we'll do some jousting later this evening before I live stream again. Hey, Daisy. Daisy says hi to Lady Sky. Jace is here. Maybe Jace is going to come up and challenge me to a jousting match. Hey, Jace.
Did you really think you'd get away with things that easily?
That was the plan.
How are you, bro?
Good. How are you? Hey, 1 second. I want to rush up to our friend UK Medic's defense. Medic, you're an expert live streamer. You're everything that's good about YouTube, my opinion. And I hate the thought of you not going live because there's a few haters out there. You're above that. I hope you change your mind and go live.
I
Would
knew
you go
why
ahead?
you called me. Sorry
What's
to
that?
interrupt you just slightly there. I knew there was a reason why you called me. Hello, Robin. How are you, brother? So I've done my YouTube channel now for only 18 months, a year and a half. Obviously, a lot of you have been going a lot longer. But Robin, without a doubt, there was guys like yourself and Timo that were right at the top when it comes to the editing and the actual delivery of what they put out on their channel. You might have one or two people that might cause you a few issues. I guarantee, on the whole, majority, we all love you. We all think you're great. Sorry to interject there, brother, but this had to be said.
I appreciate it. Everyone should come to each other's defense. And when you have some of the greats who are being attacked, Medic has done much for me, for my channel back in the day. And he's probably greatly, well, I know he's greatly responsible for helping Eric LaPointe get monetized. So these are the people who are helping each other. I know what Medic does with his super chats, and it's the best stuff that you could possibly do on YouTube. So just my 2 cents.
Just missing the horse, man. He's not looking. He's reading the chat. I'm just missing the horse now.
So you're going to come up and do some jousting for us? There you go.
I'd have a little go. Obviously, you do realise what this is, don't you?
It's your guard lamps, right?
Say again?
From your guard days?
No.
No?
It's for
Oh, kayaking. I didn't see the ends.
Oh, it's the wrong stick. Sorry, wrong stick. Oh, it's oh no, sorry, wrong stick. It's
A broom handle?
wrong stick. Happy Saturday. It's the wrong stick. Are we singing later?
Yes.
And are we doing burpees tomorrow? Because I thought you said yes, but I just wanted to make sure.
I did not say yes.
Sure. I wagging the finger like Sam taught me to, and I'm pretty sure you said yes. Do you fancy doing some burpees tomorrow?
For anyone else, I would say no. For you, I'm going to say no.
Oh, hey, did you hear that? Hang on, you said no.
Yeah,
Let's
we can do.
rewind.
Shirley says take a nap. You know she's talking to you. Take a nap, Jace.
I had a good sleep. I didn't get up till late this morning. I have a very sore arm. And I've got a very sore toe, but I'm okay. Tea. I went and saw tea and took her some tea. Tea for tea. How's that sound? So hopefully she's got a little smile on her face. She's not feeling too bad. And we had a good chat. And as I explained to her, life can be difficult. Life can be hard. But when we constantly focus on the positive side of life and you give that real good effort to that positive side of things, it normally works out. There might be little hiccups along the way. But as long as you keep pushing forward, keep taking those tiny steps, you're going to get to a destination where you want to get to. And that's what it's all about. We reach out, we look out for each other. Robin, don't stop what you're doing. Get on a live. Don't just get on a live. Get on a live and post the description link. I'll come up and be with you any stream you want to be. That's for sure. And pretty much that goes for a lot of us that are in. If you want a little bit of support, do a couple of live streams. I'll come up on your channel. I love trolls. They just don't like me. I don't know what I do. But yeah, it's all about love. It's all about kindness. Keep that positivity, and we'll always make a difference. Bro, 5 minutes on the button. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. So you're coming up later?
I'll be up later. Yeah, definitely. See you
Alright.
later on. Much
See
love.
ya.
See you soon.
Our friend Jace. Hey, medic. I'm sorry to hear that with Timo and Sabine. That's a shame. And I know you did help them. Medic says, the hate is so nasty, that's why I don't go live anymore. Hey, if you change your mind, I didn't always make your lives. Generally, you went right when I was ending mine and I was going to bed. It did like stopping by at least to say hi when I was able to. But if you change your mind, I will do everything possible to show up at least for a little bit and have you back. Medic, as I said, you're one of the good ones. I know you've told me before what you do behind the scenes. I know firsthand from people. I met you over at Marsh's, and you were one of the ones that said, I'll help you with watch hours, like right off the bat. And getting monetized was a priority because I had made up my mind at that point that I was going to try to do this full time. You've done nothing but ever offer to help me. And I know that with lots and lots of other people. I'm sorry. Sorry that you experienced that. You don't deserve it. Now, I'm of the belief that no one deserves it. No one. But people like Medic, especially so. Medic says it helped her too, and she thinks I'm a piece of shit. Don't understand it. Bill Medic, I see you. Meaning, I've seen what you've done. I've seen how you've interacted. I know how you've interacted with me. Eric Lapointe holds you in the greatest esteem. Gas says, Medic, Yogi says, you're good, bro. Subbed, and we'll back you live, brother. Thank you, Gas. Michael says, hey there, Yogi. Michael's another one who's only had good stuff to say about you, Michael, or Medic. Shirley says, what can we do to help Medic? Well, Medic has mentioned he just posted 3 videos. He also mentioned a couple of days ago anyone who would like to give him some watch hours. Medic says, nothing to be honest. Shirley, I've been off YouTube as a live streamer. I just upload content now. So here's one thing. When you say I just upload, I understand what you're saying. But guys, what an upload. Back in about a year, probably a little over a year ago. Yeah, probably a year and several months ago, when Medic was shooting for watch hours to get monetized. He was so close, and we would be sure that he would be over the line, but then you end up losing some, and you're at that balancing point. It just seems almost impossible to get there. I would have him up quite a bit, and the same as I do with Tundra, several others. It's like having a nature documentary or historical documentary up. And anytime you want to take a break, so you keep them playing continuously. Anytime you want to take a break, It's like a moving screensaver of fascinating stuff to watch. You gave up? Well, I'll help with that, Jessica. We'll get you there. Michael is at 109 subs in this channel. Well done, Michael. And this live has been linked by both of my channels. Thank you so much, Michael. Don't give up, Jessica. Shirley says, I don't see a problem with that, Medic. You may want to go live again in the future. Guys, I'm going to do 3 rounds of the physiological sigh breath work, and then we're going to call it an afternoon. I got a few things today. We'll be live again in about 3 hours. Going to do some singing. I made a promise. I'm going to sing the greatest hobo love song ever written for somebody. When I say hobo love song, I don't mean that I love a hobo. However, I do love hobos. It's a different expression. This is hobo love song. It'll make sense. You guys might recognize it. So, Jessica, if it's a priority to you to get them, then it'll matter to me. Medic says it takes a while, Jessica. I've reached 10K subs in just over 2 years. I got monetized because of people like Medic. This small group of people, for whatever reason that I can't fathom, stepped up and said, I'll help. Grace. The nature of grace is always undeserved. It's endowed and imparted. You can petition for grace, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it. But when it happens, it's a beautiful thing to experience. I can only say that I got monetized because of the grace of others, the grace of people like Medic, of Eric Lapointe, of Goldie, who put me on, and sometimes 24/7 in the background. Sometimes when she was asleep, she would still have me playing overnight. When I said, I can't believe you would do that, and she's like, well, don't kid yourself. I don't have the volume on. I'm not actually listening to you. Excellent point. Medic says, have you got a playlist, Jessica? It's hard work, but once you get there, it snowballs. Oh, hey, you're close, Jessica. Can you add on to your playlist? Can't be short, so it has to be videos or lives. 3,000, you're close. Let's get you over the finish line. We'll get you there, Jessica. Now I know it's a priority. We will get you there. I know lives have been difficult for you. You don't need to do it right now. Hey, let's brainstorm some videos that you might want to do. Eric's got the point to show you his action figure I created for him. And the I'm thinking of the video. Him mowing the lawn. I guess it's more than a lawn when you're on a farm, right? All right, Jessica, let's do our breath work. Guys, come on back, hang out. We'll sing a song. A hobo song. All right. Jessica, let me know if you're ready. It's going to be a quick one as we did a more lengthy breath work and meditation. This is just going to be the physiological sigh. It's 3 breaths. We breathe in through the nose, filling the belly with air. When the belly is full, we take a sip as if we're topping it off, bringing the air high up in the chest. We exhale through the mouth with a sigh, pursed lips, tongue on the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Gently. Breath number 1. Here we go. Breathing in. Sipping air. Sigh. Take a moment to sit here. Shake your arms out if need be. Pet your cat if she's being pesky. Pet your dog if he's paying attention. Let's get ready for breath number 2. Breathe in, filling up the belly. Sipping air. Sigh. Drop the shoulders. Relax the jaw. One more breath. One more breath. Breathing in, fill the belly up. Sip. Sigh. Do me one favor. Place a gentle smile on your lips. Even if you don't feel like smiling, changing your physiology changes your emotional state. Put that smile on your lips. Think about going out and jousting with me this weekend. With UK Medic wearing his scuba outfit. And open your eyes. We're done. Hey, Wicked Witch. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. I always appreciate when you stop by. I need to apologize to UK Medic. I said scuba outfit. Seems like that might be insulting. You have scuba gear. You don't have a scuba outfit. A scuba outfit is what you would put on Halloween to go to a party and say, guys, look at me, I'm a scuba diver. That's a scuba outfit. It's something that you can buy at Rite Aid, CVS Pharmacy, in the Halloween aisle, like last minute, I need a costume. Medic is serious about what he does. He has scuba gear. I apologize. Jessica says, thank you, Eric. I love you. I love you too, Jessica. Wicked Witch says, that was lovely. I need to do more of these. 3 times a day, Jessica. We're here 3 times a day. Sometimes 4. But days we do 4, one's just to work out. So we don't do breath work. You get to see me out of breath, but not doing breath work. All right, guys. I got to go. I'm going to see everyone later. Hey, Wicked Witch. We're going to be singing in the next live stream if you want to come up and sing a song. Love you guys.